Let's talk about training. Training is a really important part of you getting the right system. In fact, it's possibly even as important as the actual process of what the software does for you as well. Sure, it's really important that you get the right software, don't get me wrong on that. It's great that you need to look at the software, you need to make sure that it does the processes that you want it to do. If you don't know how to use it, what's the use of the best software system in the world if you can't work it? Here at Autosoft, I get asked by people when they purchase a system, virtually 100% of the time will ask about training and ask what's involved, how does it work? It's a question you should be asking too, to be honest. My team also get asked the very same questions. Through nearly 20 years of working in automotive software, we've developed some systems around training that we believe really do help you have a roadmap to your success of getting the system up and running for you. So there's a few different systems that we provide based upon what sort of business you are. So if you're a relatively small business, you might need a relatively small amount of training. And maybe the training process around a fairly small business is a little bit simpler than maybe a business with 30 or 40 people in them. So I guess at the end of the day it becomes horses for courses, but we've created a few different systems. One is that we've got online resources. So those online resources are training movies which run you through the process of getting the system up and running and take you from the very simple stages of implementation right through to getting your system running for you. They're online resources which you can watch at any time, of course. You can get other team members to watch. You can do any of those sorts of things. The second option is that we've got online lessons. So we've got structured lessons around a whole lot of topics that we've got on the system. So you can choose which lessons you want to watch at which times, and maybe you might have different team members watch different lessons. That's entirely up to you how you want to go through that process. But the lessons are really good real life examples of certain processes that take place in a business so that you can work out and extrapolate from that which ones are applicable to your business and how you might fit that particular process in your business. So we find the lessons work really well. The third one is a disc-based training and implementation package, which is this training and implementation package that I've got in my hand here. It's got a whole lot of information in it. There's another video all about this particular package itself, so you might want to have a look at that particular video. But it's one of the processes that we use to get you up and running. Typically that training and implementation package is designed for businesses that are of a reasonable sort of size, so not necessarily applicable to every single business out there. The other thing that we can do is one-on-one training. So what we often like to do is we don't necessarily want to force you to do whatever training is involved in getting the system up and going. We try and leave that up to you. So the process that we like to use is you utilising the resources that we can provide you, and then you can come back to us and sort of say, hey Autosoft, what we need from you is we need a bit more training on this particular area, this particular area, this particular area. Now we've got structured lessons around a whole lot of things that take place in the business, and we've got specific trainers within our organisation who can help you through that process on a one-on-one basis. Now that one-on-one basis can be in two forms. One form is over the internet. So we give you a call over the phone, we hook you up electronically, and we actually run your software. So you'll see at the other end of the screen, you'll see on your screen the trainer doing the stuff that he or she is showing you what to do. You'll also obviously be on the phone. You may have a few people in a room if you like on a speakerphone. A lot of people do it that sort of way. That's entirely up to you how you want to operate it. The great thing with the one-on-one training is that you can do it at any time. And you can do multiple ones of them. So you might want to have a 1 hour session one day, you might want to have a half hour session another day, you might have another session another time. So you can go off and have a session, practice it, have another session, practice it some more, that sort of thing. So that really does work quite well for a lot of businesses. The other option that you've got is that we can come out on site. The on-site training is great because what that means is you get to see us face to face, you get to see the trainer, and you get to interact with them on a period of time, and typically that period of time is longer than the over the phone, over the internet type one-on-one training sessions. So typically they are at least half a day, and sometimes, depending on your location, it can be a few days. So we can send a trainer out to a particular site for 3, 4, 5 days. That's entirely up to you. You know, it depends on the size of the site as well, and often that sort of one-on-one training does work for businesses also. So it's up to you which sort of training package that you particularly want, but the whole process around our training is that we do have different structures for different types of businesses and different types of industries. So depending on the size of your business and depending on what you want, will depend on what sort of training you get at the end of the day. Training, one of the most important aspects of your decision to choose a particular piece of software. Hope you found this valuable, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.